everyone.
Hey Wealth Builders!
Welcome back to another episode of The Bemused. My name is Mishak.
And I'm Akiva.
And on this channel, we talk about all things personal finance for young adults just like you and us.
So if you're into that kind of thing, go on ahead and hit that big red subscribe button. Come join the family. And while you're at it, make sure you click that notification bell too, so you never miss when we post new fun videos like this one right here. In today's video, we are taking a look back at our 2021 purchases and really trying to identify where we spent the most money this year and whether or not we thought that we made really good spending decisions. You know, was it worth the money? So we're sharing in this video our biggest, best, and worst purchases of 2021. We made a video a while back around when we got married. I can't even say last year anymore. Woo, 2020 when we got married, about how we manage our money as a couple. We have largely joint finances, but we also do have a sleeve of money that is separate for each of us to do as we wish. So we're gonna reveal our biggest joint purchase, my biggest individual purchase, and Mishak's biggest individual purchase of the year, and talk about basically, did we think it was worth the money? And this is a practice that hopefully many of you do too. The goal of this really is just to develop more conscious spending habits. It's not necessarily a bad thing if you spend a lot of money on something, if it brings value to your life or if it helps you make more money, who even knows? So that's the whole goal of this video today.
So, in 2021, our biggest joint purchase was our couch. Sad to say it.
We're so boring.
It was, how much was it? It was like
$748.
Yeah, so not that expensive, but you know, large enough for us.
Adulting life when your biggest purchase is a couch for your living room. Alright, so now let's talk about my biggest purchase of the year. And I was just going through my credit card statement and Mishak says I'm boring or I'm cheap. What was it you said about me when I said that? He said I'm cheap because I really don't have any major purchases. I make lots of little purchases, but not like big grandioso things. So my biggest purchase, actually not counting like professional designation fees, like my actual purchase, was actually a gift for Mishak. I would say that was like the biggest transaction on my credit card. Was a birthday gift for him. And then I would say another big purchase was also me getting my hair done about 3 months ago. That was like $200 and something. I paid in cash actually, so that's why it's not even on my credit card statement. But it was like $200 and something I paid to get my hair, you know, my hair did. And that purchase was most definitely worth it because how long did I have them little faux dreads in? Definitely like 3 months. All right, y'all saw all the videos. I had them joints in for a hot minute. So it was definitely worth every penny and did me some good. And you know, giving gifts to your husband, I guess that's always good value and good money. I guess you should answer that question. Was it good money? I sent him to the spa. Was it good?
Yeah.
All right, then it was worth it.
So my largest purchase of the year was actually towards the end of the year, and that was for my Tempo system that I bought. So Tempo is a new exercise fitness thing that just came out, I think somewhere in 2020, and they released a new product. So in an attempt to try and be healthier in 2022, I made that purchase of about $415. So that was my largest purchase that was made ironically towards the end of the year, literally like on the 31st.
So I guess it's to be determined whether or not it's worth it and whether we keep the machine, but he went and bought something. Now I will quickly throw myself under the bus here and say that although I don't make super huge purchases, it's not like I did not spend a lot of money. This year I spent a lot of money on food and eating out. We made this video like right during the middle of 2020 about how much we felt we were overspending when it came to eating out and food and how like bad I felt about it then. It is now over a year later. I don't feel bad about it at all, but I just think adding up the number was crazy. A total of $2,810 on my main card that I used to buy outside food. So in 2021, I spent that much money on food, which is absolutely crazy, but my mindset has really shifted to a point where I'm just like, it's worth it, boo. It's worth my peace and my sanity and all of that, to not have to cook all the time. So I just need to find a better way of not having to cook, but also getting good food, but also not necessarily spending all this much money either. So that's gonna be a goal of mine for 2022, is to get that whole thing in check.
I would say my best purchase of 2021 was actually the Tempo. I think that was, like, I was going to the gym before, and throughout 2020, the end of it or whatever, and then the whole of 2021, I did not go to the gym at all. So I think that was, for me, a step in the right direction. So that, I would say, is my best purchase of 2021.
So when it comes to our best purchases of the year jointly, I think, well, I have my answer, you have your answer, but I think they both have to really do with something we both love to do, which is traveling. And so I would say that we went to Disney for our anniversary in 2021, and I loved it. Loved Disney, loved going, loved that entire trip. And so I think that was money well spent. As people know, Disney is super duper expensive for God knows why. But I think that it was money well spent, although it was like our second largest singular transaction or purchase of the year. So best money for me, for joint perspective.
And for me, I would say best from joint perspective was the semi-road trip that we took across kind of like Midwest to the West Coast, which I don't know if we ever mentioned it on the channel or not, but around May or so, we saw some really affordable flights and decided to fly to different cities from, you know, here on the East Coast from Boston, and made it all the way over to LA and made stops along the way, drove up to different states. So it was just a really nice experience. We got to check some more states off of the bucket list. So to me, that was, you know, the best transaction of 2021 for me.
So what about worst purchases? I really struggled to think of like a purchase I made in 2021 that I really regret. I really couldn't think of anything, honestly. And I think that's a really good sign. Is like, although I might have spent a little bit more here or whatever there, by and large, I would say that my spending was in alignment with my values and what I wanted in life. So yeah, I wouldn't say I have a worst purchase for 2021. I don't know about you.
Worst purchase of 2021 was actually on the last day of 2021. It was Taco Bell. They messed up our order, like ridiculously messed up our order. It was done through the mobile app, and I don't get how it says no of something, and when you got it, it came with everything you said that you didn't want on it. So for me, that was my worst purchase of 2021, and sorry, it's fresh in my mind. I'm sure there were others, but it was just crazy, you know? Just crazy.
Did you get that money back though?
No, I still haven't.
Or will you get that money back?
Oh, I'm gonna charge it back. So
then yeah, I don't know. I don't necessarily count those things because yeah, when somebody screws up your order, whatever inevitably happens from time to time, you just get your money back. So I don't consider that like worst purchase. If I was able to recoup the money, it's not the worst purchase because technically I didn't really spend it.
And for context, I haven't eaten at Taco Bell in years. So for the first experience back, terrible.
It's okay. Clearly, you can tell he's not over it yet.
No. But it will get a charge back. So, hope you're watching, Taco Bell.
And that's why we use credit cards.
So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this video was insightful and that you can take the principles that we apply in this video and use it in your own life to really do inventory of what you've been spending and if you're okay with that at the end of the day. Thank you so much for watching. Like always, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss when we post new content. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.